Welcome to the Style Sports Hub, presented by Van Ganaway Chevrolet.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Sports Hub podcast presented by Van Ganaway Chevrolet. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. We got a great show scheduled for you today. We're going to be talking to a couple of Tavares High School athletes, and we got some Friday night light football games to talk about. But before we get there, we want to thank our sponsors, Lake Center Home Care, Van Ganaway Chevrolet, Lake Sumter State College, Lassiter Ware Insurance, and Auto Owners Insurance, everybody who makes the Sports Hub possible. And of course, make sure to like Lake and Sumter Style Magazine on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and you can check out Sports Hub. That's our section of the website dedicated to sports on lakeandsumterstyle.com. Featured athlete stories, sports scores, and more. That's lakeandsumterstyle.com under the Sports Hub section. We're going to flash those scores up on the screen right now. Big time wins for Eric Samuels and Umatilla High School getting their first win of the season, and congratulations to Coach Eric Samuels, who ended up with his first victory as a head coach. And of course, the boys down there were able to win against Father Lopez, and really good things going on there. Leesburg continuing their dominance, and South Sumter looking good down the stretch as well. Brad Lord getting his second victory as head coach for South Lake as well. It was really good to see South Lake come out there and get a win. At this time, we're going to welcome our first guest onto the Sports Hub podcast, Meagan Kidd, who is with the swim team and weightlifting team for the Tavares Bulldogs. Meagan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
That's awesome. Now, for those who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a senior at Tavares High School. I'm 17 years old. I've been swimming varsity swim for about 3 years now, and this is my second season weightlifting at Tavares High School. That's
awesome. And you're, of course, part of the swim team.
Yes.
You get like a little swimming shirt on. How long have you been swimming for?
So I've been swimming varsity for Tavares High School for about 3 years now. This is my third season currently, but I've been swimming for my whole life non-competitively. I was practically raised in the swimming pool by my parents, so it's something that I grew up with, but competitively, this is my third season.
Your third season.
Yes.
How are things going so far this season compared to the previous season?
Great. This season, our boys team is doing absolutely amazing. They got 6th at conference the other week, and we're doing super well so far. We're hoping to gain a little bit more momentum as we're coming up on our district swim meet on October 18th in Ocala at the Fast Pool. But everything's going good so far, getting those points, racking those scores up, and teaching new swimmers how to swim. It's amazing.
That's awesome. And you, of course, being a senior on the team, or are you a junior?
I'm a senior.
You're
on the
a
team,
senior,
yes.
Yeah. So you have a lot of experience, and you're able to help almost like, in a way, be a coach to these younger kids.
Yes, I am actually the girls swim captain for the team. I'm the co-captain for the team with our guys captain, Asher Walker, who I think placed 3rd at states last season. He's one of the gems of our team and honestly of our county when it comes to swimming. But yeah, I coach more than I swim, I feel like. This season we have 3 new girls that have never swam before competitively, and really teaching them how to swim in general. So I've been coaching a lot. I honestly enjoy it more than swimming itself, which I've come to realize this season.
And you're very well spoken as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a fantastic thing, and you're, of course, in your senior year. We know you've been swimming competitively for the last couple of years. Why do you enjoy competitive swimming?
I enjoy competitive swimming simply because I love individual sports. Being able to better yourself and the people on your team to come together in the end. It's a really competitive sport. I've never met people as competitive as swimmers, even when I have friends that do other sports and know people that do plenty of sports. But the nature of bettering yourself to better your team, I think is one of the most important parts, and teaching that self-discipline and that self-motivation, I think, is extremely important for high school athletes.
How has Tavares swimming kind of grown the last couple of years? I feel like Asher Walker has really, of course, elevated the program the last couple of years. And
yes, of course.
The girls program seems to be on the rise. How has it grown in the 3 years that you've been a part of it?
Yeah, so actually, over the years, we actually have lost a certain amount of members just because we had such a large senior majority of our team that graduated a couple years ago. But overall, I feel like we're gaining a little bit more momentum when it comes to recruiting for our school. having new swimmers especially come in. We have a lot of freshmen and sophomores on our team this year. So really me being able to build the team so that when I leave, we have a team left behind. I'm the only senior female on the team, and Asher is the only senior guy on the team. So really having that young population to be there when we leave, I think is super important, and it's doing really well so far. Making a name for ourselves.
And definitely want to make a name for yourselves at Tavares High School, and you've got the right person in charge over there. Off screen, she's not here right now, but Tracy Hansen is the athletic director over there. What has Tracy brought to? She's one of only 2 female athletic directors.
Yes.
That's got to be a positive, uplifting thing, especially for the girls.
Yeah, of course. Me having someone that I feel like I can go to, not just as an athlete, but as a female, she's super important to our team, to our community with our school. I really haven't met anyone in administration-wise towards athletics that has done as much as her and has put as much effort in as she has. I don't know her just as an athletic director, but also as a parent. I had the honor of swimming and helping her son, Trey, was helping the girls' weightlifting team, which I also am a part of. He was coaching last year because he's a well-known weightlifter in the county, but her also as a mom, seeing that competitive nature in her and that helpful nature as a mom as well as an athletic director, I think we need more of it in the county for sure. These female athletic directors do so much, and I feel like they're more helpful than anyone else could be.
Yeah, the other one, Meagan Ziegelhofer, who we had on the show earlier this year. She's a fantastic person to talk to as well. She's with Mount Dora Christian Academy. What has been one of your favorite memories that you've had on the swim team over the last couple of years?
Probably our regional meet last year. So our girls 200 medley relay actually got to the regional meet last year. Being in that environment with some of the people that I care about the most, especially knowing that 3 out of the 4 of us on the team actually graduated last year, having that last swimming moment with them and knowing that we've made it that far. Our girls 200 medley relays actually been to regionals for the past 3 years in a row, and we're hoping to do it again this year. But having that moment of, I would say, significance, knowing that you've made it that far, especially with those people in that competitive environment, being surrounded by people who love doing that sport as much as you do, the motivation behind everybody, seeing the dedication and knowing that your hard work really paid off, I thought was super important. It was one of my favorite moments.
Oh, that's awesome. As far as Tavares High School does, what do you do outside of doing weightlifting and swimming? What else are you involved with at Tavares?
I'm actually part of the Boy Scouts of America. Troop 4277 is an all-girls troop I've been in for the past 5 years. I actually helped found. I'm also part of a Girl Scout troop locally I've been part of for 12 years. And then along with other service projects, I helped out with the Tavares Theater Department for 2 years early on in high school. And then I've also helped this year is my first year as the girls varsity basketball manager. So yeah, trying to put myself all around. I'm also an AP and IB student at our school and academic varsity student. So really being a part of the community is super important to me, specifically with athletics, but that community service is really important to me as well.
As far as after school, after you're done with school, being that you're a student, you're a scholar, but you're also an athlete, what do you want to do after you're through with high school?
Yeah, so my goal actually for the past around 5 years has been to go to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Same with actually my co-captain Asher Walker. Both our dream school, we both visited multiple times. One of them was actually together. I think that's such an amazing place where people really come together. People putting themselves through some of the worst of it to better themselves and defend their country and what they believe in. I think it's super important. But that's been my goal for about the past few years now. And I don't know, that service to my country, no matter what way it's in, but specifically through the Naval Academy is something that I've definitely gone for.
What makes you feel that way as far as wanting to serve your country? Because I feel like there's so many kids, not only at Tavares, but Mount Dora Christian Academy has a lot of kids recently, academically and with sports, that have went to the Naval Academy, to the Army, the Air Force as well. What makes you gravitate toward that?
I think their academic programs, they have some of the best academic data in the country when it comes to schools. Also, their acceptance rate, you actually need a congressional or a senatorial nomination to get into any of the U.S. service academies. So knowing that you are with the best of the best in the country and the people there are only there to help you succeed. I mean, going there for 4 years, graduating, and then commissioning as an officer into the U.S. Navy for 5 years, it's one of the best ways to set yourself up in life. And actually at the United States Naval Academy, you can be in the Navy and have a master's degree to teach there, or if you're a civilian that wants to be a professor there, you have to have a PhD. So not just being with the best of the best, but being taught by the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's super important to me. Academically, morally, I feel like it's exactly where I'm meant to be. It's where I feel like is home.
That's awesome. Yeah. What are some of your goals in your senior year coming down the stretch here? What do you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I'm hoping for our 200 girls medley relay team to make it to regionals for our 4th year in a row, I believe. And also trying to get to regionals for weightlifting. Weightlifting is actually a sport that I picked up last season, just for the first time. I've been weightlifting on my own in the gym. I think physical stability is super important, being able to be your best self physically and mentally. So going to the gym has been something that's been super important to me throughout my life, but I found the sport of competitive weightlifting just last season. This is my 2nd season with our team, but I'm just so ready to help push our girls forward as well.
Yeah.
Not just myself and furthering myself, but furthering our team. So pushing as many people as we can to regionals, and honestly right now starting our preseason lifting, trying to recruit as many girls as possible so that, again, when I leave, I've set up the next couple of years of the team for our school. It's super important to me.
That's amazing. And what is the training regimen compared to weightlifting and swimming? Like, how does that compare to you? What do you do differently?
Yeah, so for swimming, we actually have practice for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 days a week. And then personally, I run or go to the gym, hopefully every other day, get some sort of physical activity in when I can. With weightlifting, our training is actually an hour and a half to 2 hours every single day of the school week, so Monday through Friday, and then you rest on the weekend. So the regimen is, I feel like, a lot stricter for weightlifting. With swim, a lot of it's cardio. You need to give your time to heal. Your body needs that time. But also, the beginning of the school year, the fall, which is when our swim season is such a busy time with everything else. So we really try to accommodate everyone's schedules, but with weightlifting being a winter sport for females, I think that's the time where we really plug in, and that's what we're focused on besides our academics. Academics on our team always come first, but the girls on the team, we really get into that weightlifting mindset, and that's kind of all we think about for a couple months. So every day after school, when you're done with your schoolwork, that's what our mind is on, and that's really what we focus on until our season is over.
On a more serious note, Meagan, we lost a member of the Tavares family this year, Nicholas Johnson, who was your swim coach as well. You just wanted to talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, so, Nicholas Johnson was my coach for the 2 years that I swam before this season, so my sophomore and my junior year. And he also helped coach the guys wrestling. And last season, all of our male wrestlers actually joined the male swim team. So he became someone that we were all very close with. He'd been coaching for years, including Rice swimmer Mimi Filkin and UF swimmer Lena Filkin, who were sisters that graduated in the past couple years. But he was someone we were all very close with, school-wise, but also swim-wise. He was our coach. He was someone we spent an insane amount of time with, in and out of the pool. He was one of my math teachers, and plenty of students at the school as well, not knowing him in the pool or on the pool deck, but in the classroom. And also, he was a father as well. We lost him in a tragic accident over the summer, just before the school year started, and our assistant coach, Brendan Curl, from last season had to step up as our head coach this season. He's also the pole vaulting coach and a cross-country coach for our school, as well as our marine science teacher. And he actually competed for the U.S. in triathlon a couple years ago and holds multiple records in high school and college swimming. So as someone that could step up last minute. I don't feel like I could be coached by anyone better, but Nick Johnson is someone that we really tragically lost at the beginning of this year, and someone we're never going to be able to get back.
What was the biggest thing you learned from him?
From Nick Johnson, honestly, it was motivation. Being a teacher, we know that life's not easy. You get up early in the morning and, leave late, come coach a sport, and then he has a family at home as well, 2 young daughters. So really being able to make the most out of every moment you have. I mean, even before this tragic accident this summer where we sadly lost him, but really every day he would maybe not have such a nice day at school, but come to the pool deck and put on a different face and really show us that he was there for us and doing as much as possible as he could. So really that motivation to every day keep pushing harder and put on a different face for those people that you know, because your community around you is more important than, those struggles that you're going through yourself. So that was super important for us. And all of us, we swim every day for him, and every competition we go through, we're swimming for him.
All right. Meagan, thank you so much. Meagan Kidd, very well-spoken student at Tavares High School. We wish you the best of luck on the continued success of your 2023 and 2024 senior season.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. We'll be right back on the Sports Hub. Are you in need of a new car or truck? Then zoom into Van Ganaway Chevrolet, a company that has always been driven by superior customer service. Van Ganaway Chevrolet is your hometown good folk Chevrolet dealer. The dealership has helped generations of Lake County families find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. After 37 years and thousands of Chevrolets sold, Van Ganaway has learned a lot about their customers. They don't want to be pressured, and they don't need a gimmick or giveaway. They just want fair prices and a great overall car buying experience. If you've had bad experiences purchasing automobiles elsewhere, then switch gears and try Van Ganaway Chevrolet. Chances are you'll end up being a part of the ever-growing family of satisfied and loyal customers. Check out Van Ganaway Chevrolet at vgchevy.com or call them today at 352-343-2400. Van Ganaway Chevrolet. Find new roads. We're back here on the Sports Hub podcast, and I am joined by Tavares High School's Haylee Green, who runs cross country and plays basketball. Now, Haylee, welcome to the Sports Hub. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, Haylee, you are part of the cross country team. What has the 2023 season been like for you?
It's been really good. We've had a lot of incoming freshmen that are really fast and have just kind of taken over the team in a good way. Our girls are currently ranked 6th in the region, and our boys are 11th, so we have a really bright future for our team.
What makes Tavares High School so good at cross country? Because I feel like the girls team and the boys team, they're just so good every single year.
I think it's really the community we have in our team. We all really encourage each other, and it just makes us want to run even faster for each other.
Yeah, you're certainly running fast this year. You have some terrific members as part of that team. Were you part of the Red Sea Running Club as well?
I was. I was.
So you had Coach Moxley down there,
Yeah.
and everybody down there. That April does a great job down
they
there.
do.
How did they prepare you for high school running?
It's really the way they challenge us. They kind of encourage us just to be better every single day, and that community, it transfers over to the high school, which is a great thing.
Now, how long have you been running for?
I've been running since my 7th grade year, so
Since your
6
seventh grade
years.
year.
Yeah.
When did you figure out, hey, this looks like a lot of fun, this cross-country stuff. I'm going to do it.
When Coach Von Maxey was my English teacher, and he told me that I should run to get in shape for basketball.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I just kind of fell in love with the community that you build in cross country, because it's a hard sport, but when you have each other, it makes it really fun.
Yeah, and you have each other. You actually have a terrific freshman on the team this year,
Yes.
and Cheyenne Thomas.
Yes.
We think that
Incredible.
she could potentially go and win the state championship. Can you talk
Definitely.
about Cheyenne and what she's like? I know she's taking some tests today, which is why she
Yeah.
couldn't be with us today. I wanted her on the program, but
Right.
can you talk about Cheyenne?
She's a very fast girl. She's also very motivated, and
Mm-hmm.
she really brings that light to the team. She encourages all her teammates, especially the Knoll twins, the other freshmen. they're all just very good at bringing that energy to the team.
What have some of your favorite memories been so far that you have made, whether it's on the basketball court, whether it's through cross country, at high school, at Tavares High? What have been some of your best memories that you've had?
I would say it's usually off the court, like just when you're with your teammates and you're just getting food before a game or the bus rides to and from the events. When you just really get to bond with those people that you wouldn't normally bond with if you didn't play the same sport. It's a really great thing.
So you train for cross country and basketball, and you use, I guess, the cross country to prepare for basketball.
Yes,
How
sir.
do the two seasons kind of compare as far as training goes for you?
I would say they're difficult in different aspects. I mean, cross country is more of a mental based thing because it's all on yourself when you're running the race. But basketball, it takes more like thinking. Like you gotta play your game and you gotta be on top of it the whole time. So I guess that's how they're different.
What are some of your personal goals this year that you'd like to hit, whether it's on the basketball court or off the basketball court? Maybe it's in school, or what do you want to do this year that would make it a successful season at Tavares for you?
Well, we were district runner-ups for our girls basketball team last year, so I'd really like to be able to take home the district championship, and I think that's definitely something that we could accomplish this year.
Yeah, we're wishing you the best of luck. Tough division y'all are in over there. You got some tough schools, but hopefully you're able to compete this year. We wish you the best of luck in the basketball season. As far as what you want to do following your career at Tavares High School, do you have anything set up yet? Are you kind of looking at colleges? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at colleges right now. Looking in Florida schools. I'm in the teaching academy at our high school, so I'm hoping to continue that when I go to college.
So you're thinking about getting into the education field and everything like that.
Sir.
What makes you enjoy the education field so much? Is it just your teachers, or what do you enjoy about teaching?
I enjoy watching the progress in the kids. Like we've had our internships through the teaching academy, which is a really special thing that we get to participate in. To watch them go from point A to point B is something really cool.
What's one of the biggest challenges that you've had in your life so far, whether it be on the field, the court, running? What's one of the biggest challenges you've worked through personally?
I would just say balancing it all, like being an athlete and going to school, and I have a job as well, and trying to balance a social life on top of that. It's really difficult, but I mean, it's just going to get harder when life happens. So it's a good thing to get a handle on it now.
How is that balancing work and school? How do you do it all?
You got to have really good time management, but when you want something, you'll make time for it. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we want to appreciate you coming on the show. We want to thank you for coming on the show and
Thank you for
taking
having
some
me.
time with us.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
we wish you the best of luck in your season coming forward, and we can't wait to see what you do in 2023 and 2024.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on. All right, we'll be right back on the Sports Hub in a minute. Nobody wants an aging family member who is unable to care for themselves to be home alone. Lake Center Home Care believes the best healing happens when you're most comfortable. The company provides exceptional personal care in the comfort and privacy of your own home. Whether you need skilled nursing, physical therapy, home health aides, or companion services, your loved ones will enjoy peace of mind knowing you're being taken care of and treated with respect and dignity. Lake Center Home Care is locally owned and managed with a team of highly qualified professionals who are passionate about taking care of their neighbors. Call 352-315-0050 or visit golchc.com to learn more about this amazing company. Welcome back to the Sports Hub podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. Thank you guys for joining us today. We are talking with Tavares volleyball star, Sammi Beatty. Welcome to the show, Sammi.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you are having an amazing season. I'm just going to go over some of the statistics. 188 kill shots this season. You're leading the team by a wide margin as far as kill shots go. How have you been able to have that much success? I mean, your team has to mean, of course, everything to you, but to have 188 kill shots, you're approaching 200 on the season.
It's a lot for not a lot of games, and it all comes down to like how loud you are on the court and taking advantage of the balls that you're given, like that are set to you. So it's really all about like using your voice, like calling the ball. When you call it and your setter hears you and you're in a tough situation with where the pass was or whatever, and they hear you, they're going to set you every time because you're loud and they know you're ready.
Yeah, and you also have a 43% kill shot percentage on a 436 shots. So that's really good. So when you get up in front of the net, you're taking advantage of your opportunities.
Yes, it's all about, if you do your homework and you do your research and you find out where a team, its weak spot is, and like, oh, if I hit here, their defender really isn't there that much, you can like put the ball there and, get the point.
Yeah, not only are you good at the front of the net, but you're also one of the team's best servers. So when you're taking serves, you've had you have 43 aces this year, which is one of the leaders as far as Lake County goes, and you have a 25% ace percentage. So you're acing your shots 25% of the time. How do you get it done?
Well, it really comes down to practice. If you put your work in at practice, it will show in the game, and I guess that's what it's doing.
Yeah. How long have you been playing volleyball?
I've been playing since 7th grade.
Yeah. Since
middle school, and I've been with my coach that I have now, Coach Alicia, for like 3 or 4 years, and she's really helped me a lot. And she took the time to teach me and have the confidence in me, and I feel like that really paid off in the long run because now I have confidence in myself, and
yeah, and your teammates must love you out there because you're one of the star players, of course. Can you talk about sophomore Christine Sedukas? She leads the team with 313 assists. Of course, you're able to. She sets you up for those kill shots. What does Christine mean to you on the team, or do you call her Christy? What do you call her, anyways?
I call her Christine, and sometimes Chris comes out because that's what we call her. But she's good. She's fast, and she gets there, and she's loud, and I love her enthusiasm and her energy. It's really good and brings the team up when we're down. Yeah, to have 313 assists, is she as selfless of a player off the court as she is on the court? Yes, she is. Everybody makes mistakes, and you just got to be able to tell everyone, it's okay. Everybody makes them. You just have to forget about that last ball and make it up with a new pass or a new set or a new hit.
Yeah, and when did you feel like volleyball was your sport? When did you feel like, hey, I'm really good at this? Yeah.
Probably 8th grade year for club season. That's when it really did it for me because I realized how much I liked playing it, and I realized how much I liked my coaches and, the people I was playing with. So being around all those positive factors really just made me want to keep playing.
What's a favorite memory that you've had so far playing volleyball? Being that you're only a junior and you have a whole another senior year.
Probably last year with my team. I had known them for a couple years by then, and we were doing really, really good last year. And then this year, coming in with a new fresh team and just working together and starting to really do a lot with such a small team. And everybody's young, so we're a pretty good small team.
How's the camaraderie been on the team? I mean, that's probably helped you as well. You've been with these girls the last couple of years, and being that you're coming in, you're so young. How do you build that camaraderie, and how's that been?
Confidence.
Yeah.
You cheer each other on, even when it gets tough. You tell them, hey, it's all right. You got the next one. Being mad at them isn't going to help them. Being positive and saying hey, it's fine, you got the next one. We got this.
Yeah, you certainly have that. You're 8-5 so far. You got a big game. This is going to air after the game in Leesburg today against First Academy Leesburg, which you're going up against. So we wish you the best of luck in that. You will know the results by the time this one airs. But as far as Tavares go, what has been the biggest obstacle that you've had to overcome? Perhaps in your first couple of years?
Our mental mindset, for sure. We get in these tough matches and tough games, and I feel like physically we can do it, but mentally we're thinking oh my goodness, where it's a really tight, close match or whatever, and we don't really have the mental power to overcome it and beat it. But I feel like it's definitely getting a lot better, and I feel like in future games we'll be able to finish them. because of our mental mindset.
Yeah, and the districts are coming up for you all, so hopefully you're able to make some noise in districts. So what other activities at Tavares are you involved in?
Just volleyball.
Just volleyball. Hey, sometimes that's the best because you are able to focus on what you need to do at Tavares, and you've been doing that. Again, you also lead the team, and I know a lot of people might not know what this is. Is a dig and digging. Can you describe what a dig is and why it's so important? Because you lead the team with 134 of them this season.
Well, a dig is basically when another team hits the ball and you're just trying to get it up and playable for your teammates so that we can put it away and get the point. And it's all about reading the ball, like watching the hitter's hand, watching if they might tip, they might hit, they might roll shot down the line, and you just have to be able to read it. And sometimes you can't, but you always have to try your best to get the ball up, and you have to be able to be mobile and move and get the ball.
How far can Tavares go this season? I mean, I know you're a young team. You're trying to get through districts. What do you want to accomplish as the year progresses?
We definitely want to take districts. We want that trophy, but we're gonna take it set by set and point by point and just see where we can get. And I feel like we can get far if we don't look too far ahead and we take it step by step.
One final question for you. Tracy Hansen has come in. She's one of only 2 female athletic directors in Lake County. What has she meant to the program?
She helps a lot. She's very, very vocal, and she cheers us on during matches, and I love that, and I just love how positive she is.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we wish you the best of luck in the rest of your 2023 and 2024 year, as you're just a junior. So looking forward to great things coming up from you. Do you have anything ready as far as colleges? Are you looking for what's coming after?
The University of Tampa I really like, and I feel like during this club season I'm really going to try and see what I can do there. But
yeah. Well, we'll see what's coming. If you are a college scout and want to look into somebody, hey, this is the girl right here. She's one of the best volleyball players in Lake County, so take a look for sure. Sammi, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We'll come right back, and we'll wrap the Sports Hub up next. All right, back on the Sports Hub podcast. We had a lot of fun talking to the Tavares players today, and wanted to thank Van Ganaway Chevrolet for making it all possible, along with our other sponsors, Lake Center Home Care, Lake Sumter State College, Lassiter Ware Insurance, and Auto Owners Insurance. For everybody here at the Sports Hub, I'm Kyle Coppola. You have a good day, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Sports Hub podcast.
This has been the Style Sports Hub, presented by Van Ganaway Chevrolet.